Kobe and Shaq. Two of some of the greatest players ever to touch a basketball, lace them up, all that. One of the best duos of all time, if not the best. And two of some of the greatest players at each other's positions. Shooting guard for Kobe and center for Shaq. Kobe drafted and traded to the Lakers in 96. Shaq came there in 96. They grew together and became two of some of the biggest icons in NBA history. And two of some of the biggest egos in NBA history, might I add. But man, Kobe and Shaq, unreal chemistry. They just know how to play with each other, but they didn't know how to cooperate with each other. But they still went on to win chips, 3 of them. And make sure you put an asterisk next to the one in 2002, man. Y'all know what happened. But after missing the finals in 2002, 2003, they pick up Karl Malone and Gary Payton to try to fix their issues, to try to basically make the best team ever. But man, it ended up being kind of bad because Gary Payton didn't really get the triangle, this and that. But man, they went on. Karl Malone ends up getting injured, and he never was the same after that knee injury that hurt the Lakers. And Shaq and Kobe were injured, but they still managed to make the Western Conference Finals, where they face off against the Minnesota Timberwolves with KG in them. And they beat those guys in 6 games, and then they move on to the NBA Finals, where they face against the Detroit Pistons, where they're projected to kill them, to sweep them, to just beat them bad. And then the exact opposite happened, man. They get destroyed in the NBA Finals, man. They get beat badly. The chemistry was piss poor. Everything just went wrong. But in the offseason, all eyes were on Kobe and Shaq. What's going to happen with Kobe? What's going to happen with Shaq? Is Shaq going to get traded? Are they going to stay together? Is Kobe going to the Clippers? But in reality, the Lakers decided to keep Kobe Bryant, man. And they let Shaq go. They went ahead and traded him to the Heat for Caron Butler, Brian Grant, Lamar Odom, and a first-round pick. So they sent Shaq to the Heat. And after a season with the Heat, he gets his 4th ring with Dwayne Wade and them against the Mavs in 2006. But after spending a couple more years with the Heat, Shaq is just basically tossed around the league. He has a little stint with the Cavs. He plays with the Suns. And then he ends his career off with the Boston Celtics, man. But over to Kobe, after spending a couple years with a mediocre team, the Lakers finally decide to get a good team together. In 2008, they make the finals. They had picked up Pau Gasol. They drafted Andrew Bynum. They got Ron Artest and Trevor Ariza and them throughout the whole dynasty they had. And they go to 3 straight NBA Finals. And they get 2 of those. So Kobe ends up surpassing Shaq in terms of championship rings. But after 2010, the Lakers were never the same. They were beat in the playoffs for the next 3 years. And in 2013, they tried this whole Dwight Steve Nash thing that failed miserably. And Kobe was injured a lot throughout this time. Had torn his meniscus and stuff like that. So he was breaking down because of age. And after 2013, the Lakers were complete garbage. So there was no hope of a 6th ring. But after 20 years, Kobe finally decides to retire as a Laker lifer, all-time Laker, whatever you want to call it. And that's it for Kobe. But what if Kobe and Shaq got along perfectly? What if they could cooperate with each other? What if Shaq played a couple more years with the Lakers? What if? Do not worry. I got the answers, man. I got the answers. And right here is the lineup that I created. And of course, there are players that I'm using that are not in the game because they're retired and don't have their license in the game. So I just replaced them like I did with my last series. And first off, Kyle Lowry is a replacement for Derek Fisher. Jay Williams is a replacement for Chucky Atkins. Gordon Hayward is a replacement for Luke Walton, the GOAT. Enes Kanter is a replacement for Stanislav Metavendenko. I think is how you pronounce it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Terrence Ross is a replacement for Kareem Rush and Marshall Mason, I think. Plumlee is a replacement for Chris Mihm, the other GOAT.
On the Knicks, Kobe pick and roll. Chris Mihm elevates that time. And he's not been able to fire that much. Kobe.
So right there, that's the lineup. And shout out to Bleach Report because they said Karl Malone would have came back if they brought Kobe and Shaq back, and I think that's logical, that's realistic, because he really wanted that ring, and I think he would have been like, Kobe and Shaq came back, I'm down with that, you know what I mean? So that's realistic. Derek Fisher, they said, would have came back, that's logical. And right there is Tony Kukoc, and the reason I put him on this team is because he was older. He was a free agent at the time, and I think if they had this lineup back together, they would have picked up Tony Kukoc. He was a champion, savvy veteran, played a long time, man. So I think that's pretty realistic, and he's in the game. Got his license in the game, so that's why I did that. That's cool. And there's something else I got to say. All right, I'm not a whatever. Okay, I'm not one of those guys, whatever you want to call them, man. I don't do what if videos. I just do this to make fun lineups in my team. So I'm not one of those guys. Don't think I'm one of those guys. And I think that's about it for the video. Oh wait. The Nick lineup. The Nick what if, man. I don't think I'm gonna finish that, man. There's a lot of people that have done that. You know, everybody named Mama did that. So I don't want to be caught up in all that, you know. I might finish it later if I get done with this one, because I'm going to do 15 to 20 games a season with this. Probably 20 games a season, all the way to 2016. So that's how I'm going to do it. And that's about it for the video. I don't have anything else to say. This is the lineup. Hope y'all enjoy the series. That's it, man. And I'm out.